Welcome to the Copywriting Show. My name is Brandon Story. Time to tune in, ask your questions live to a six-figure copywriter, and I'll answer all your questions. Just gonna go hook up to Instagram here, and then we're gonna dive in. Okay, there we go. Okay, so if you are feeling trapped in your dead-end job, if you are feeling stuck in the rat race, if you are stuck in university, stuck in your day job, wondering how do I get out? How do I get more free time? How do I build more autonomy, more freedom? How do I get more control back in my life? How can I make more money? How can I work from my laptop, work from home, work from a coffee shop, work from halfway around the world? How can I have more time to do what I love, whether that's spending more time with family, whether that's, going and practicing my hobbies more, things that I'm interested in, rather than have my life revolve around my work. How do I make sure that my work fits into my life? My business fits into my life? How do I get more autonomy? If you're wondering, man, if you're feeling stuck in your job, feeling trapped in your current 9 to 5, if you are working long hours at work, 40 hours plus per week, you have to commute to work, you feel trapped. If you can't ask for more than 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks vacation per year, if you aren't getting more than a 3, 4, 5% raise per year at work, if you are working long hours, but still at the end of the month, you're like, man, what the heck do I have to show for this? And if you want a way that you can make 10K plus per month, writing from your laptop, words from your computer, then that's what this live stream is for. In this live stream, you can ask me anything about how to make 10K per month as a copywriter right now live. Throw your comments into the chat right now. I'm going to go through. Normally, my one-on-one coaching is $1,900 per month for one-on-one coaching. That's how much I charge to meet like this and ask me questions after my 7 years of experience as a six-figure copywriter. You get to ask me live right now. Okay, so throw your questions in the chat. What's up, Mina? Mina Copywriting. We got Azo Taco. We got T-Trend6879. Welcome in. Comment. Tell me where you're tuning in from. What country you're from. And if you're curious about copywriting, if you're like, man, I don't understand this stuff. If you're like, man, I want to start an online business, I don't know where to start. Maybe you actually already chose copywriting, but you don't know, where to learn or how to get set up fast. If you're trying to land your first copywriting client and you are clueless about where to start, if you had a client already, but now you're trying to scale to 5, 10, 15K per month, and you're not sure how to do that, or you're already making 6 figures per year as a copywriter and want to learn how to do it in not 12-hour days, but 4 hours per day, then ask your questions in the comments now. Any question, there's no dumb questions. So ask your questions in the comments and I'll go through them step by step. What's up? We have Simula Kra in 17. I don't know how to say your name from Instagram. What's up? So yeah, ask your questions in the comments now. We're going to dive in. Just a quick backstory on me. I won't go too in depth, but what's up, Abbas from India? My backstory is 7 years ago, I was stuck in my dead-end job, working 12-hour days. I hated my life. I hated how long I was working. I hated that at the end of the month, I was like, man, I don't have much money to show for this even at the end of all this. And my wife was working really long hours too. And I didn't want her to have to do that anymore. And I tried all these businesses over the years. I tried e-commerce, drop shipping, sales, web development, Facebook flipping, bookkeeping, you name it, I tried it. And it just wasn't working out. And eventually I figured, you know what? If I don't pick something that's actually just a skill and build an actual tangible skill, rather than try to build some big business, like I just need to focus on skills and getting this up to speed. And so I dove into copywriting in January 2019. And I invested $5,000 in my education, bought all the books, bought all the courses, right? I got all the stuff, got a bunch of courses, and just committed. I'm going to do this for at least 1-2 hours a day outside of my 12-hour day job. Okay. I was already burnt out, tired, but I knew I had to make a change. I did that. 6 weeks later, landed my first client. Within 3 months, was able to quit my job and quit my wife's job. Moved halfway around the world, sold everything, moved to Thailand, lived in Thailand, Australia, Vietnam. By the 12th month, I was making 9K per month. And since then, 10 to 15K months, and I've made over $700,000 since. I've also taught over 750 students, new copywriters, how to do the same thing in my paid programs. So this is what I'm here for you right now, is I'm here to be the person that I needed when I first started. So any questions you guys have, I wish I could have done this when I was new because I didn't have any coaches when I first started. I just had the books and the courses. So ask your questions now. There's no dumb question. Anything you want to know about how to build a 10K a month online business, specifically through copywriting, throw it in the comments right now. Ask your questions right now, and I'll answer them as best I can one by one. What's up, Tahoe, Tauhid Cater. What's up, Joel? What's up, Rishank? We got Anas. We got Abbas. What's going on? Okay. Mina Copywriting, you're in 4 a.m. in Japan. What are you doing on the stream right now? You're crazy, man. Okay, Kelly from Chicago. What's going on? Looking to pivot to copywriting from technical design. That's awesome, Kelly. Yeah, feel free to ask any questions about getting started as a copywriter. Happy to answer all of them for you. Yeah, if I've done I tried so many businesses before. I actually made money in some of these businesses like e-commerce, drop shipping, and stuff like that. There is no quicker and easier way and easier business to build than a freelance copywriting business. Working with 2 to 5 clients per month, making 10K per month. There's nothing easier than this. So yes, it's still hard work. Yes, you're going to have to work when other people are playing video games and watch Netflix and hang out with friends. But there's no greater way to start something and build a skill that will last for the rest of your life, right? What's up, Chris? One of my students. Chris, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Okay, we got a question here coming from Instagram. Joel says, where do you get most of your clients from? That's a great question. How I get clients now is different from how I got clients 2 years ago, which is different from how I got clients 7 years ago when I first started. I'll tell you how I've gotten clients every single way over the years and tell you which is best in 2026. I first started, I tried to get onto Upwork.com, which is a freelance marketplace. It's the biggest one in the world. My application was rejected like 7 times for whatever reason. So instead, I went onto Fiverr.com in 2019 when I first started. And I landed my first client for a SEO blog post writing about the construction industry in Canada or something. I got paid $15, peanuts. But it got me my first client. It got me a testimonial. It got me traction on the Fiverr website. And in that, I was able to get my second client and my third and my fourth and my fifth. I actually ended up doing over 200 projects on Fiverr. That's where I started. Would I recommend Fiverr today in 2026? No. If you want to take an hour and put a profile up there and like throw a couple gigs up there, fine. But I wouldn't rely on it too heavily. It's a very cheap place to start. It's tons of competition from third world countries. Very, very it's pricing wars and you can still make it work. It's just way harder. It's not the best thing I would recommend. After that, I got back onto Upwork. They approved me. I got clients with that. That's better than Fiverr, and it could still work in 2026. Upwork is a good supplementary way to land clients in 2026. After that, I landed clients in Facebook groups, like Facebook job boards for copywriters and business owners, kind of like a freelance marketplace, but like a Facebook group. And so I landed clients that way. Then I started landing clients in person, started making more money. Then I started doing cold email outreach, made even more money. And by the I would say second, third year as a copywriter, I didn't have to do much active outreach anymore. Yes, every now and then, if I lost a client, which happens, even if you're doing a good job, things change, businesses change, things happen. What I do now is there's 4 things that rarely require me to do active outreach. 1, I just focus on retainers. So when I go pitch a client, I keep that client around. This is secret number 1 for making 6 figures per year as a copywriter. Don't do one-off projects. Get long-term partnerships. Go land clients for monthly retainers where they pay you every single month for your services, right? You only need 2 to 5 of those and you're making a full-time income, which is what I've done. That's the first thing, is that I don't have to keep going through feast and famine every single month because of that. So I lean on retainers. These are my 2 to 5 clients. They pay me every month. I make 10K per month. And next month, I don't need to go back in the trenches and do all that stuff. Okay. The other thing I do is lean on referrals. I've gotten referrals over the years from my current clients. The other thing is leaning on inbounds. So getting inbound leads from people, just people sending work my way in other ways. And when I have in the past 2, 3, 4 years, when I've lost a client or things have slowed down with a current client, the first thing I do is actually just go back to my past clients where I've had a good relationship, but our working relationship ended for a season. And I'll just go email 5 people and reland one of them most of the time. That's what I do. But what I would recommend best in 2026 to get started, right? That's where your copywriting business can go, is where it's just, you don't have to do tons of active outreach because your business is built up, your reputation is built up, you're on retainers, referrals, inbounds. But to get the traction set up so you're, getting the ball rolling, is you need to go to active DM outreach on social media. Go find people in one niche, go give them one type of copy and go pitch them on retainers. Okay. And the way you're going to do that, the key method, overall strategy, is you're going to go prove yourself up front by giving them a free copy audit and a free copy sample to get your foot in the door. You do one of those every single day for one person who actually has money. You go after business owners who are rich, you're going to get to full time faster than anybody you know. That's what you're going to do. And I would still check Upwork every day, right? I'd still apply to Upwork jobs if it made sense, if they show their business name. Okay, so that's where I would get started in 2026, is doing active social media DM outreach, high value audit sample. Okay, let's get into this. Question from Trey. Hey man, I want to write advertorial for ecom brands. Any tips? I actually don't have many tips for writing advertorials because I haven't done a lot of advertorial work. So my best advice I can give you for that specific thing is make sure you're in the books, right? Get in the copy books first, get in the courses first, get your copy frameworks down, because you can write for anything. I haven't written much advertorials. If I wanted to go write an advertorial today, if I've never done it, you know what I'm going to do? One, I already have my copy frameworks and general copy knowledge down, right? That's solidified, right? I'm not an A-list copywriter. You're not going to find me on Forbes top 100 copywriters of 2026, nor do I care, right? Because you don't need to be the top 1% to make 10K a month. You just need to be good enough and then go find rich people and serve them. If I wanted to write an advertorial today and I've never written one, or I've written very little in times past, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go look at e-commerce brands who are writing advertorials. I'm going to go look at a swipe file of 20 people online. And I'm going to be like, well, how do they write advertorials? How do they structure them? And then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go swipe them and replicate their ideas and write something new. If you're ever unsure, this is how you work as a copywriter, is swipe files. Go look at what other people are doing and replicate it. Not copy paste, not plagiarize. I'm not saying go steal things from people. I'm saying take the structures, copy their structures, copy their angles, and then write new copy. Okay. So my best tip is go find brands who are successful with that. Go look at their advertorials and go replicate them. Use them as a baseline for how you should structure your headline, your hook, your intro, how long it should be, how it's structured, what kind of storytelling you're using, how you're transitioning from the article type thing that you're writing into the product, right? Because that's the whole point of an advertorial, is like, it's an advertorial and an advertisement combined. Editorial and advertisement combined. An editorial is like an article. So like so an advertorial will be like, doctors discovered this like 30% decrease in 30% increase in fat reduction through this new study. And there's a study you can lead with about how this new study found that people who did XYZ lost weight way faster. And then you can transition into, and now it's even easier than ever with this supplement by so-and-so brand, right? So that's kind of how an advertorial works, but just go look at what other people are doing and replicate, right? Start with that. Chris asks, what niche did you start with for emails? So for emails, I actually, I didn't have a particular niche within ecom that I was going after. I just went after e-commerce in general. So e-commerce, I started with, let me see. Actually, that's not true. The first ever client I had for email was actually, it was like a B2B service. And so I started with that, and then I got into e-commerce. So I've written for, most of the e-com companies I've written for has been like either in the gift space, home decor, or crafts for e-com emails. Since then, and that's what I started with e-commerce emails. Since then, I've written for SaaS, I've written for info. So well-versed in kind of all three of those, but yeah, that's what I started with. Abbas, what's up from India? Anas asks, what are your thoughts about us copywriters collaborating with meta ad video editors and helping them with creative strategies behind each ad they edit? 100%. Yeah, ads are in huge demand, and there's a huge amount of money being spent on ads, and that's not going away anytime soon. So my 3 recommendations is either pick emails, ads, or sales pages to get really good at and specialize in that one thing. Don't try to do every type of copy. Just pick one thing and get good at it. Collaborating with people who are video editors, 100% do that. If you can find a good video editor who you can write the copy for the ad, give them a bit of direction with like what to include in that video, and then let them throw the ad together, huge money. And if you yourself wanted to do the video editing, it's never been easier with like AI and Sora and video generation and stuff like that to get started with that. You don't need to, but like if you were to do that and you do the whole thing yourself, you can easily make 5, 6, 7, 8K per month with just like 2 clients, like no problem. Or you could do the same thing and just have a video editor that you hire, and maybe you make like 1K less per month or something, or 2K less. But yes, absolutely. The thing is, when you realize what business owners want, it gets a lot easier to figure out what to offer them. So like, business owners just want the end result. They want money that was created from the ad. But how do you get the ad produced? Business owners have to hire a copywriter and they have to hire a video editor to make those video ads, right? You do the copy, you do the scripts, you do the directions sometimes on what to include. You give that brief to a video editor, the video editor creates the ad, they give it to the business owner, it's done, they put it up. And now a media buyer does the work to run it, or the business owner would, right? If you take on more of that stuff, you can make more money. Like if you take on the video editing part too, copy and video editing, you can make video ads, you make video sales letters yourself. You're making 10, 20K per month easy. Like obviously not easy because you still have to build the work up, but like your trajectory, your income potential is way higher than somebody who just writes copy in a Google Doc and calls it a day. That's just the way it is, because you're doing more for the business owner and you also have more control over the end product. So yeah, if you find a good video editor, 100% collaborate with them. It's going to make your job as an ad copywriter way easier and add more value to them. But you don't have to, by the way. If you just want to write the ads and just send it to, I'm coaching a guy right now who he's literally just doing the ads, the ad copy. He will give some direction to the video editors for like, hey, include shots of like dogs running in the field for this dog supplement brand or whatever, right? And like then like a dog like, you know, eating something and blah, 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 like stuff like that. So like you can give some direction, then the video editor will take it from there. He'll give it to them and they'll finish it and give it to the business owner. So yeah, lots of ways you can do things. Okay, Abba says, I run my own agency. Just review my agency name. You're wanting your agency name reviewed? Is that what you're asking? Dude, don't worry about the name of your agency. It does not matter. It is completely irrelevant. Like, it is so unnecessary. You know what the name of my copywriting company is? Story Copywriting. It's my last name plus the word copywriting. Don't worry about your agency name or your freelance copywriting business name or the legal stuff and taxes, like this stuff, or your LLC and how you're going to do your bank. And that stuff is completely irrelevant. Just go make money first. Go figure that out, and then go figure out these details after about your name and the legal stuff and taxes and accounting and business stuff that you should do. It's 100% pointless until you just start making money. The name, it does not matter. How do I go from making my client a sale a day to 3 sales a day? I mean, you write better copy. That's one of the things. Like, completely depends on who your client is and what their issues are. How do you make your copy triple in conversions? Lots of ways. Test your headlines, write better copy, learn more, study more, write a better call to action, like do different angles for your copy, do a different hook, right? So that's a very broad question, but there's a lot of things you also can't control too, like their traffic, their offer, things like that if it sucks and they're getting no traffic, like that's gonna be tough for you to make triple the sales. So go after business owners who actually already have an established business, who are already making 50 to 100K plus per month in revenue. It's gonna be a lot easier for you to come in and write okay copy and get them good results. But then you test things, like write better headlines, write better copy, write better, like you can just write better. Like that's as simple as that. And you have a huge impact on someone's business. Is online outreach dead? Absolutely not. There's people landing clients every single day, nonstop. In fact, online outreach, the way you do online outreach is completely changed from 3 years ago. Cold email outreach sucks now. There's almost no point in doing it at all. I would never recommend to start with cold email outreach. So if anybody tells you to do that, run far away. Cold email is 10 times harder for 2 reasons. Deliverability is way more strict. Gmail, Yahoo Mail, Apple Mail, these guys are cracking down on spam senders. So if you're constantly sending people those emails and you're getting blocked, deleted, unopened, archived, clicked spam, blah, blah, like you quickly have to play this 500 domain game and outreach scripts and trackers. And it is so complicated and way harder than ever before. 2, people are sick and tired of spammy, lifeless, non-personalized outreaches. It's just like people just don't want it anymore. And that's how people are usually cold emailing. It's a volume game. It's 10 times harder, right? The third thing is there's just a huge amount of people already doing this. So like your ability to convert is just if you're going to do cold email outreach, you still need to do highly personalized, high value outreach. You need to go look at a business ahead of time, go tell them what to fix, go to give them a free copy sample. But the problem is the reason social media is better overall. The third reason is there's less trust with cold email. There's less trust. People can't quickly see who you are in a second. There's too much friction to show them trust. Nobody's going to click your website just to look at your whole scan through and who's this person. But with DM outreach and social media, they can just click on your profile and be like, is this a crazy person or are they legit? Oh, they got a blue check mark, verified. Okay, maybe they're trustworthy. Oh, they got some followers. Oh, they got some copywriting tips. Oh, they got some proof of case studies. Versus like it's just in a second they can see, and it's easy. It's less friction. So social media is way better. Okay, good name suggestions. Forget about your name. Doesn't matter. I want to work with local businesses for ads as a beginner. Okay, I want to focus more on one-time services than pursuing retainers. Do you think I should find new business owners or those already advertising? You want to focus on one-time services more than pursuing retainers? Are you like, I don't understand what you're saying. You want to focus on one-time projects for business owners rather than letting the same people pay you every month? If that's the case, why? Why would you want to keep having to hunt for new clients every single month for one-time projects for ads? Most people with ads don't work on one-time. If this is what you mean, maybe I'm misunderstanding your question, but if you're saying, hey, I want to work with clients on a one-time project, then go get another client. If that's what your question is and that's what you're saying you're doing, don't do that. That makes no sense. And with ads, that's rarely ever what you would ever do. One reason why ad copywriting is so good is because people need ads this month. And guess what? Next month, they need more ads. And the month after, more ads. Ads is a volume game and they keep needing new, fresh ideas, new, fresh ads. Okay. Ads have a lifespan. They live and then they die. So they need new creative, new copy. So most businesses, when you write ads for them, they want you to keep writing ads for them every month, right? It's very easy to get retainers every single month. Hey, I will write 10 ads for you for this month for $2,000 a month. Hey, I will write a daily ad for you, 1 ad a day for 30 days for $3,000 a month, like that kind of thing. It's very rare that you'd be like, hey, here's 4 ads to get started and see ya. Give me my money and I'll go find the next guy. Maybe just clarify if that's what you mean, but okay, let's see here. Okay, I see you asked a second question. Do you advise offering multiple services or just focusing on one thing? Okay, if you're going to go after online clients, you can get by with just doing emails or just ads or just sales pages or whatever. If you're going to go after local businesses, right? I think that's what you said. Focus more on one-time services. Yes, you said local businesses. With local businesses, your best approach is not to say, hey, I'm a copywriter, or hey, I'm a copywriter who can write your emails. Your best approach with local businesses is coming across as a digital marketer, online marketer who does it all. I do the ads, I do the social media, I do the emails, I do your website, I do your SEO. Approach them as a digital marketer. This may sound overwhelming if you're brand new, but this is the best approach to local businesses. In order, I'll tell you the sauce on what local businesses typically want and are willing to pay for the most, right? You need to know what people are willing to pay for so you can give them the things, depending on your niche. So if you're going to go after local, which is, by the way, one of the easiest ways you can land clients is local businesses. I just put a video up on this on YouTube. This is what local businesses typically want the most. Website and SEO stuff, social media, ads, emails, in that order. Website and social media, okay? Or sorry, website and SEO, then social media, then ads, then email. So if you're like, oh, I'm an email copywriter, you go try to pitch local businesses email copywriting, very difficult. But if you pitch them email copywriting as part of a digital marketing packages, we'll do your SEO, your website, your socials, your ads, your email, the whole shebang, all your digital marketing that you need packaged up to help you grow your local business, get visitors in your store, and convert them to customers. If you make it part of the deal, 10 times easier. So that's how you approach local businesses, is as a digital marketer, online marketer, not a copywriter. Okay. But like for sure, like go after local businesses. Barely anybody does this. It is the easiest way to land clients in 2026. And in fact, it always has been. But it's 10 times easier. Nobody's walking into businesses and pitching them. Nobody, but they have such a high need and they have money. Like these guys are established. Somebody has a business down the street. Like obviously if you're in a third world country and whatever, obviously this advice is going to fly over your head because you're like, what are you talking about? Everybody's poor here. Right. But if you live in the West, US, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, go approach local businesses down the road. Best place to start is just go to the places you already buy from. Just go to the places you already shop from. The stores you already go, your barber shop, your grocery store, your local restaurant you go to, like the favorite, a sports store that you shop at, your clothing, like wherever you already go and buy from, go there first. You already understand the product or service because you are a customer. The easiest copy to write is when you are the ideal target customer, when you are the avatar. And then these people probably already know, like, and trust you to some degree. Okay. So it's way, way easier. Right. Okay. Question from Chris on Instagram, my homie. Now that you're making a living as a copywriter, do you still power write and read the books? What do you do differently now that you're making money? So things have shifted. So when I first started, I was power writing every day where I would just free write for 30 or 60 minutes. I was reading copywriting books like crazy, right? 30 to 60 minutes per day. I was hand copying sales letters and ads 30 to 60 minutes a day. I don't do those things anymore. I don't power write anymore. Sometimes I'll write just to write, but most of the time, 90% of the time when I write, it's for a purpose to write copy for a client or for my own brand. Okay. So I don't really power write anymore. Do I hand copy sales letters and ads? No, I don't do that anymore. I just am constantly studying. Doesn't mean I'm not studying copy. It doesn't mean I'm not writing. I'm still writing. I'm still studying. Okay. Those things are still happening. I'm still in the books. I will still read copywriting books, listen to, I just bought a new book, right? This year, I'm doubling down on storytelling. So I want to get better at storytelling. So I picked up this bad boy as recommended from one of my copywriting students, actually, who read this, Storyworthy. So that's what I'm doing. Like, I have never stopped learning. In fact, I've invested over time. The way I've learned more is I've invested more into specific types of courses and coaching. As I've trained in blogs, took some blog courses. When I trained in email for info, I bought email for info courses. When I trained email for ecom, I bought ecom courses. When I wanted to learn more ads and stuff last year, ads and low ticket funnels, I got coached. I spent $1,000 a month on like ad low ticket funnels and learned from a copywriter who's crushed it in that specific area. Okay. So my learning has shifted. It started with lots of power writing, reading books, hand copy sales letters. And now it's still reading books and listening to books, more so specialized training, specialized coaching, and studying swipe files, right? So instead of like looking at, not that I don't look at Gary Halbert's sales letters anymore, I still do. I still have a swipe file of these 73 classic sales letters and ads, and I'll still look, just be like, I need some fresh ideas. I need to go like lie myself back to the goat and like see what he's doing here. And I'll still do that stuff, but that's kind of how most of my writing is done for clients or for my own brand now. So I'm not doing power writing, right? Eventually it should get to the point where your power writing sessions are replaced by your client work, or, if you're going to have your own brand one day, whatever, then it's replaced with that, right? Your hand copy sales letters and ads, it's not going to not be it'll never be a bad thing to do, but typically your time is going to be taken up more with client projects, client work, client writing, client research, studying swipe files and applying things, right? Instead of looking at Gary Halbert sales letters all day and studying those and hand copying those, it's going to be looking at specialized emails in your niche, right? Let's just say I'm an email copywriter for fitness coaches. Instead of studying Gary Halbert for my third, fourth, fifth, sixth month in a row, once I get 1, 2, 3 clients for fitness clients, I'm going to be looking at swipe files of emails of other fitness coaches, studying them, studying those angles. Am I going to hand copy them? Wouldn't hurt, but I'm probably just going to start analyzing and assessing those more. Okay. Those are the kind of things that I would shift and change. But this is what I've done, at least where I started in terms of like how I learned copywriting at the beginning versus now as an established copywriter for the past few years, and how I learn and how I write, right? My workflow. Okay. So we got a couple more questions here from YouTube. Okay. Which niche prospects should you reach out to as an email marketer, which doesn't include much designing? Yeah. So if you don't want to if you're okay with design and you're comfortable with that, e-commerce, and SaaS. Okay. If you want to do emails and you're okay with design or you want to learn design a bit, e-commerce and software as a service. If you don't want to touch design at all, zero chance, then go after info and service businesses. Simple as that. Go after high ticket services, high ticket, or doesn't matter if it's high ticket, low ticket info. So high ticket services or any kind of info biz. So that would be like coaching, consulting, courses, community, stuff like that, or any service business in general that sells high ticket. That could be a local construction business. That could be anything, real estate agent. So anything that's a service, or anything that's information, selling information, education. That's if you don't want to touch design as an email copywriter, then do that stuff. In 2026, copywriting still worth able. Not sure what that means, but I think what you're trying to say is it still worth it? 100% it's worth it if you want to build an online business and make 10K a month, right? Copywriting last year, do you know how much money copywriters got paid in 2025? $28 billion. That was the size of the copywriting services market last year. 28 billion. You think with the rise of AI and stuff like that, oh, copywriters must be shrinking or it's getting more saturated. Nope. By 2030, it's going to go from 28 billion to 42 billion. Basically like a 60% increase. There's increasing demand for copywriters. And the whole argument with AI is like, it's going to wipe copywriters out. No, it's not. It's going to make copywriters better and faster and smarter and stronger, right? The best copywriters in 2026 are learning copywriting and also learning how to leverage AI, right? It's making people get more done quickly and faster, better research, better converting copy. So is it still worth it if you want an easy online business model to start and a lifelong skill that's going to help you in any domain you go into? Yeah, it's 100% worth it. How do you get clients out of Upwork and Fiverr is your second question. So outside of Upwork, I would recommend over Fiverr in 2026 as a supplementary way to land clients. The best way to get clients in 2026 right now, and I'm sure this is going to be the same case for the next few years. Step one, if you are in a first world country, in a Western country, go pitch your friends, family, coworkers. See this bad boy right here? This is your best client getting device in the world. Go look at all the people in your phone, your contacts. Go look at your friends, family, coworkers, your people at your church, people down the road, your neighbor, whoever. Like, start there with people who already know, like, and trust you. Write down every single person in your contacts list who has a business. Doesn't matter if it's your cousin's construction company. It doesn't matter if your neighbor Sally has a nail salon or your best friend from high school has a pizza restaurant. Like, just go figure out who has the business. And don't just be like, hey man, can I write your copy and you pay me money? No, you go approach these guys, and what you're going to do is you're going to go help them. What a shocker. Go prove yourself up front. Go look at their business ahead of time, right? You look at all the people in your contacts phone, you're going to have at least 2, 3, 4, 5 people who have a business. What you're going to do is you're going to go write down all their names, write their business names down, and one by one, you're going to look at each person's website, email, socials, and just write down in a Google Doc all the things you do to improve their business, to improve their copy, to improve their marketing. And if you are like, I don't know how to improve this headline, I don't know how to make their emails better, guess what? You don't know enough then. You haven't been learning enough, and you need to get back in the books. You need to go read this book more. You need to go read this book more. And you need to go get courses and coaching so you actually learn how to do this stuff. This isn't some get rich quick thing. You're not going to make 20K a month in the next 30 days, unlike other gurus online who have told you through their laptop on the beach and Rolexes and Lambos that it's this easy. It's not. This is not easy, and nor is any business easy. But it is the easiest one you can start and the quickest one to get to full time if you actually learn. So learn and study first, okay? Then go look at businesses online. Go look at these guys offline. Go look at their companies. Go look at their websites and emails. Go tell them how to improve their headline, their call to action, how to make their copy better. Go write it up. Go put a full audit together, how to fix your emails, your socials, your ads, whatever, okay? And then go write them their first piece of copy for free and go approach those people in your phone and go give it to them and say, hey, I just started doing copywriting and marketing. This is what I do now. I looked at your business. I just want to give you a couple of helpful tips and a free piece of copy. Here you go. Like, let me know what you think of it. And if they have a positive response, they go, oh my goodness, thanks so much. This is awesome. Like, I'm actually looking to grow my business, blah, 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 whatever. Then go ask them like, hey, cool. Who does your marketing? Who does your copy? And then if they say nobody and they look receptive, go say, cool. You want me to help you out? And whether you do it for free or not, that's up to you, or you pitch it for money, Like you can get paid right out of the gate within 48 hours if you do this, or you can just go give it to them for free to build a case study. But either way, start with the easiest clients to land and build a case study, a proof of results, and then bring those online. And then go online, right? Go to local businesses after that, right? That's step 2, actually. Friends, family, coworkers, then local businesses. Same idea, do the exact same thing, but now local businesses down the road. After that, go online, go on social media, pick one niche, pick one type of copy, and go sniper bomb them. That's what this system is called. It's my system, the sniper bomb system, right? Go find rich copywriting clients online, rich business owners who are actually making good revenue. Then go do the same thing. Look at their business, give them an audit, give them a copy sample, deliver it. If they are receptive, then you pitch. Everything I teach is exact opposite of what everybody else says online. There's no high volume here. There's no copy paste templates. There's no pitching up front. There's no aggressive sales skills required. You don't need a portfolio. You don't need to cold email people. You don't need to rely on inbound content and followers and all this stuff. All that's BS. You don't need any of that. This is way easier. Most of my students get their first paid client within 30 days doing this. A lot of them getting to full time in just a few months as beginners. That's what you're going to do to go get your first clients, first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clients. And every time you get a case study, you're going to get higher paying clients. Okay. Yeah, I think you already asked this question. How do you go from making a client a sale a day to 2 to 5 sales a day? Write better copy or go get a better client who has better traffic and a better offer. Okay, which type of copy sells most and how to get clients? Those are 2 questions. Okay, so first one, which type of copy sells the most? Go look at Upwork and see what people are actually paying copywriters for right now. You're going to see the top things that I've seen in 2026 so far for what people are actually paying for, what business owners are actually paying for, right? Don't rely on people who say copywriting is dead, AI is taking over, and all these things. And, oh, I can tell you what copy sells based on my opinion. It's like, just go look at the data and go look at what listings are on Upwork. There's 5 million business owners on that platform. They will tell you what they will pay for. It's a really good sign. And you know what they're paying for the most? Emails, ads, and blog posts. Of everything I've seen so far in 2026, right? Emails, ads, and blog posts. Yes, I know blog posts are more so content. It's up to you what kind of copy you write. But this is what I'm seeing that business owners are demanding the most so far in 2026. Emails, ads, blog posts. And you know what the funny thing is about all 3 of those? You can get retainers for all of them because every single month, right? People don't, and now you can go be a sales page copywriter and make a killing. Like it's harder, but if you do it well, you can get revenue share deals. You get it for the right company. You have the highest income potential. It's harder to land clients overall, but if you crush it as a copywriter, you get a 10% revenue share deal on a sales page and that sales page kills it. You can make the most of any income, most income of any kind of copy, hands down. But these are the things I'm seeing the most. Next to that, I would say is social media ghostwriting. So like emails, ads, blog posts, social media ghostwriting, social media management, whatever, especially LinkedIn. Those are the 4 things that I'm seeing the most in terms of like what business owners are actually actively hiring copywriters for on a retainer basis. So you don't just do a one and done project like a website copy or a sales page or whatever. They hire you to write their blogs, emails, social media, or ads, and they pay you every month for it ongoing. So you only need 2 to 5 clients at 1 to 3K per month. You're making 10K per month. Easy. Like, so those are the things that are like, and you can just go verify this. Go to Upwork and just type in copywriter and just go look, right? Don't rely on people's opinions about copywriting and how this stuff works. Go look at the data. The data shows it's growing from $28 billion to $42 billion as a service industry in the next 4 years. It's going to grow by 60%. Like copywriting is majorly in demand. Go to Upwork, look at what business owners are actually hiring for. You can see everything, right? Not just copywriting, but everything. People, what they're hiring for graphic design, AI automation, which is getting obviously bigger, right, with AI on the rise. Copywriting, video editors is big in demand, right? Copywriting is not the only thing. I just think it's the best thing, right? Because you get to actually get paid for what the effort you put in versus graphic design. It's like, ooh, like what's the ROI for this piece of this design work? It's like, I don't know. Okay, you write an email. Yesterday they're making $500 from their emails. Today you write copy and they're making 2,000. It's like, well, the only difference is the words we wrote. Like you did a 4x return. Clearly the copy, right? Copywriting and sales is the best 2 things to go into, one or the other. Copywriting just scales more, and you can do the work whenever you want on your own timeline, where sales requires face-to-face and doesn't scale. Copywriting can go one-to-many, sales is one-to-one. So you can make way more money as a copywriter, scales way more. Anyways, the type of copy that sells most, that answers that. How to get clients, I already explained that. Go approach people on your phone. People already know, like, and trust you, friends, family, coworkers first. Then go after local businesses. Then go online onto social media / Upwork. And every single way you're going to do this is the exact same. You're going to go look at the business ahead of time. You're going to go look at their copy. You're going to go tell them how to improve it as if you already got hired yesterday. And you're going to go write them their first piece of copy from scratch. Boom. Do one of those for 1 hour per day. You're getting a client in 30 days. How can I be sure of that? Because my student, the average student, gets a paid client in 30 days following this method. 1 outreach, 1 hour per day, 30 days, you're paid. If you're not within 30 days, wait till 45 and see. Still no traction, you're doing something wrong. Probably going after the wrong clients who are broke. Your copy skills aren't up to speed. There's a problem there. You're probably not warming them up enough, or you're not following up enough. But besides that, that's how you do it. Okay, so we got a question from Instagram. What was your name? Kelly? Yeah, okay, Kelly from Chicago. What are the top 1 or 2 budget-friendly resources you'd recommend for someone pivoting into copywriting? Budget-friendly resources for someone pivoting into copywriting? Well, I have a pretty budget-friendly resource. Like, first stop is like, you can learn for free on YouTube, right? I'm on YouTube right now, teaching y'all for free right now. But if you want, like, if you're willing to invest, I have my own copywriting course. I'll pitch it right now. It's 30-day copywriter. It's $97, and it teaches you everything you do to learn copywriting, the skill of copy from scratch. There's nothing about landing clients. There's nothing about scaling. It's literally just to learn the skill, which is the first step if you want to make money with the thing, right? So you can DM me if you're interested in that. The other thing I have, which is very budget friendly for a lot of people, is the 6-Figure Copy Academy, which is my entire system, my entire 90-day roadmap, my course that teaches you copy, how to land clients, how to scale. You get writing feedback, you get coaching directly from me, you get a community of about 100 other copywriters who are also paying to be there, client getting challenges, copy checklists, templates, outreach scripts, templates, pricing package, everything you need to build the business up entirely to 10K a month. And my guarantee for the Academy is that when you join, you will get your first paid client in 90 days, or you'll get your money back entirely. That's in my link in bio. Kelly, if you want to check that out, click the link in the description below if you want to move fastest, and guarantee you get a paid client within 90 days. Okay, next question. I'm struggling with finding competitors in my niche. By the way, actually, one more thing, Kelly. Budget-friendly resources. I already mentioned this, so maybe you already heard, but get the books. This is the highest ROI of any like copywriting education I've ever invested in. I've spent $30,000 on my copywriting education over the years. $5,000 in the first year alone. The vast majority through courses and copy books. This is gold. These things are like $20 each. To me, they're worth tens of thousands of dollars. Tens of thousands. This stuff, like the principles in these books, the copywriting, consumer psychology, the frameworks, it's like gold. So you can never go wrong with books. In fact, part of my course and my coaching, I force you got to go get some books, because this is how you actually learn, right? Is learning from guys who have sold hundreds of millions, some of them billions of dollars as a copywriter, is starting there. Okay, so let's see. Shan, what's up? This is one of my homies from the 6-Figure Copy Academy. Hussein says, "Is this live pre-recorded?" No, this is live in real time. You can see me responding to people's comments. This is not pre-recorded. I'm actually live with you here. It's way more fun this way, right? Why would I pre-record a live? That's strange. Shan from the Academy says, "Was just replying to comments on my post in 6-Figure Copy Academy. Love being a member, bro. Excited for the copy review session tomorrow." Thank you, Shan. I appreciate that. I didn't ask Shan to say that. He's inside my 6-Figure Copy Academy, which is at the link in the description or link in bio, wherever you're watching this from. Is this pre-recorded? No. How to start initially? How to start copywriting initially is pretty simple. First step, go get some copywriting books, like I mentioned. Okay, just start with this one. You're on the simple path. Get this book. Read it for 30 to 60 minutes a day. Add week copywriting handbook. Step 2, go write for 30 to 60 minutes a day. Power writing sessions. Don't worry about what you're writing. Just write. Get the word count in. Think of it like a diary or journal. Step 3, go look at high-performing copy, sales letters, ads. Gary Halbert. Go to Google, Gary Halbert, sales letter. Look at his copy, put it up on your laptop. Get a piece of paper and a pen, and just write it word for word. Do those 3 things every day for 30 days. You're going to be better than 95% of business owners and actually 90% of copywriters who claim the name copywriting just by doing those 3 things. After that, you need to specialize. Pick one type of copy like email, ads, or sales pages, and then pick one niche like real estate, finance, SaaS, and fitness coaches, right? Pick one of those things. Dog e-commerce brands. Doesn't matter what it is. Like pick something that you're interested in, one type of copy, practice that copy, go look at people's copy in that niche, rewrite it every single day. And then eventually you're going to start giving copy samples and audits to people on that niche till you land your first couple clients. Okay, so Chris asked a really good question from Instagram. Chris, another Academy member. He says, what's the difference between writing emails for $1,000, $2,000 a month for businesses on retainer versus $5,000 to $10,000 a month? The main difference between getting a client for emails for 1 to 2K a month versus 5 to 10K a month. Okay, and I'll tell you right now, I've landed retainers for $1,100 a month for email up the way to $8,300 a month from a single client. The biggest difference is not the niche. It's not your copy skills. Even though the copy skills are the most important thing, the biggest difference that I've seen is who you are targeting, that the business owner actually is making good money already. I've seen way too good of copywriters staying broke under $1,000 to $5,000 a month, stuck there. Their copy skills, literally as good as mine, honestly. And again, I'm not an A-list copywriter. I'll say I'm good enough to make 10K a month, but I'm not an A-list copywriter, and you don't need to be to make good money. But the difference that I've seen is that they struggle to target the right business owners who are actually making money, and they struggle to know how to approach them and prove themselves. That's usually the difference of anything, of all the things. There's lots of factors obviously involved in this, like knowing how to charge the right prices. Like even if you find a rich client, if you charge them undersell and undercharge, then you're screwed and you're going to be stuck. But so there's lots of different things involved. Your copy skills have to be there. Are you doing just Google Doc? I'll say this, learning email marketing too versus just Google Doc copy, that's a factor too. But I'd say the biggest factor of them all, of anything, is like making sure you're finding the right high, like guys who are actually making money in their business, like 50 to 100K plus per month in revenue. That's the main factor. And then knowing how to get in front of them. That's the biggest difference. It's not even the copy skills. It's knowing how to find those guys and then how to get in front of them and get their attention and close them and then keep them on retainer. So that would be the main things. Okay, Gurpreet asks, you suggested to target local business owners over online coaches. Local businesses, email copywriting are design-based or text-based. Don't worry about design and text-based for local. These guys, for most of them, they don't even know what to do. Like so many local businesses crush it. They make good revenue, but they're clueless about marketing. Their marketing and copywriting knowledge is so low compared to online businesses. So like you quickly come in and look like the expert very fast. They don't care they don't even know if it's design or text. They know nothing about this. They don't even care because they don't even know. So don't worry about whether you should design or text-based. I would just tell them we're doing plain text emails if I was talking to any local business. Maybe we'll put in some pictures into that email every now and then or their logo or whatever, but that's about it. Okay, so Ronak on Instagram says, I'm struggling with finding competitors in my niche. I'm working on a demo project, but I'm unable to find competitors and it's a saturated niche. What do you mean? Like you're struggling to find competitors for what reason? To go get a swipe file of ideas of what to write or what? Or to practice? Maybe just clarify what problem you're facing. Why are you trying to look for competitors? For what reason? For research? For swipes? Okay, so you have a person who's struggling with their online program. No one signed up to it. How can I approach her? Okay, so yeah, I'm not sure exactly. Your first question, you're gonna have to clarify the whole niche thing of finding competitors. I'll answer your second question. You have a person who's struggling with their online program. No one signed up to it. How can I approach her, send her the rewritten sales page, or have a normal call with her? Did they tell you that they're struggling to get people to sign up for it? Either way, if you can see someone has a problem, whether they told you or not, then just go write them an audit. Go give them a game plan, right? The thing is like business owners just want to be told what to do. They just want a blueprint. They just want you to, they don't want you, you have to shift away from an employee mindset where we wait for the boss to tell us what to do. And you just shift that thinking when you're approaching businesses as a copywriter and realize what business owners actually want to hear is do this, 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 this. They just want to be told what to do. You tell them what to do. You give them a strategy. You give them the game plan. You give them the step-by-step to improve their copy, right? Because if you don't have a plan and you try to go pitch copywriting, they're going to say, okay, cool. What's your ideas? What's your plan? How are you going to do this? They're going to ask you anyways. So you might as well just open the conversation with them with that game plan in place already. Hey, I looked at your brand. I noticed you're struggling to get online people into your program, right? I noticed that you probably want more sales. Here's what I'd recommend. Step 1, fix your headline, make it more proof and promise focused. Step 2, put a sub headline. Step 3, this is all crazy. The copy is written too small. There's not enough white space. Add more white space. Add more social proof. Make a clear call to action. Do this, this, this. Put this here, put this here, put this here, blah, blah, blah. Does that sound good? What do you think about this? They're like, oh, wow, that's pretty cool. How about we hop on a call and explain more, give you some more tips and see if there's a fit for us to work together. It's as simple as that. It's not complicated. Okay, Ronak, you asked the same from before your other question. You were saying you're struggling to find competitors in your niche because you're doing a demo project. You're trying to find a swipe file. Unless it's like a super specific, like super small niche, like I'm not sure. Like, where are you struggling when it comes to finding competitors? Go to Instagram, type in niche keywords. Go to Facebook ad library, type in niche keywords. Go to ChatGPT and say, hey, help me find some people in my niche, right? There's business owners everywhere. There's 2 billion people on Instagram alone. Like there's no shortage of business owners on this platform. So I'll say this: when you're searching, I would recommend start with Instagram, type in keywords. If you're going after dog brands, type in dog brand, dog business, pet collars, dog food, like stuff like that, right? Hashtag dogs, hashtag dog food, hashtag dog collars, hashtag whatever the product is. Type in keywords. It's easier on mobile than desktop to search. Start there. And if you're still having trouble, go to Meta Ad Library. Go to Google and type in Meta Ad Library. Meta like Facebook, Instagram. Meta Ad Library, and you're going to go see a list of, and type in keywords for your niche. You're going to see every single Facebook and Instagram ad in existence ever of all time. It's a public database. Every company, they can't hide it. It's all there. Really great resource for ad copywriters, but any copywriter should use this because you're going to actively see who's running ads. And if someone's running ads, they're clearly investing money into their marketing budget, which means they're more receptive to hiring a copywriter. So go do all that stuff. It's going to help you find people in your niche, competitors, whoever, way easier. Okay, let's see here. What types and how many questions should I ask a client before starting a project? So if you're referring to questions you should ask before starting a project, are you referring to after they've agreed to working with you and you've already signed them? Because if so, you got to ask 2 sets of questions, right? In my academy, if you want really, really simple, know exactly what to say, join my academy in the link below in the bio and description and join. You have my exact scripts for every question to ask them before you land them, after you ask them, DM pitch, discovery call, sales call scripts, onboarding questions, questionnaire, literally everything. I'll give you a couple tips though for free. If you're trying to land someone as a client and you're on a discovery call with them, like a sales call, I like to call it a discovery call. A couple questions you should always ask. What is your goal? What are you trying to do? What is your business? What is your actual offer? What is your biggest challenge with your marketing? And what are you doing to fix it? Those are the main questions. Besides that, what's your revenue goal for the year and where are you currently at? That'll give you an idea of what their revenue is, so you know how to price your services. Once you know what their goal is and what their challenges are, you then can make a recommendation of copywriting being the solution to that thing. This is sales 101. You ask people what they want, ask them what their problems are, and you present a solution that matches those things. It's as simple as that. You tie your copywriting back in to the solution to reach their goal, right? And to overcome the challenges that they're facing with their marketing. If you already landed a client and you need to onboard them, main questions to ask them, you gotta go into even more deep research. But like, again, reiterate what your offer is. Reiterate when you land a client, super crucial question to ask is, what does a successful finished project look like to you? Because you want to find out what they really want out of your copy. They might say, oh, I want to see increased revenue, increased conversion. They might say, I just know I need to be doing this stuff, so I just need it done. They may say, it's you taking email off my plate and just me having my time back. That's a good project. Or it could be like, hey, I just want to see increased open rates or whatever. So ask that question and then dive in, get them to give you all their marketing materials that they've already had in the past. Ask them for, what kind of tone and brand voice they want to use, if they have businesses they want to emulate, stuff like that. But there's a ton of stuff you want to dive into, and then get access to all their software. So let's see here. Abba says, love your take on this name and stuff. Thanks a lot. I already have 4 years of experience. My agency has retainer, project-based. Let's connect sometime. Yeah, man. Feel free to DM me if you have any other questions. Okay. Marcus asks, what are your thoughts on this offer? Advertorials to brands who have had X winning ads in the past, positioned as an educational bridge so they can tap into 97% of existing market, almost like reviving X. I'm not sure what you mean by X ads, EX ads. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of brands who need advertorials still. A lot of them will actually want advertorials done. They'll want ads that go to advertorials. There's lots of combos of that. So is this exact offer great? Maybe. Go see go look at Upwork and get an idea of what people actually want. And if people are asking for that, pretty good odds you can go pitch that to people then, especially e-commerce brands. What you're referring to, it's gonna be a lot of time with e-com. Okay. Max Out says, I made an audit for this guy the other day. What should my follow-up DM be? If you've already sent a free audit and sample, really, really easy follow-up. Hey man, what did you think of the audit and sample I sent over? It's as simple as that. Just go ask him his opinion on it. Because if he hasn't read it yet, your number one goal once you send the audit and sample is get them to read it. If they don't read it, they'll never get the proof that you know what you're talking about. You're not lying to them as a client. So the whole idea is get them into that thing no matter what. You want a little bonus tip for follow-ups? Go send a voice message, or go send a Loom video, or go send a screenshot of things you mentioned in his audit, like his sign-up form for emails, or his actual email itself, or his ads, and go point out, hey, I noticed this screenshot, right? It's all about pattern interrupting. Use your copy knowledge in the DMs, right? The things you use to hook people, right? Copywriting in the DMs. Don't look the same as everybody else. Go pattern interrupt, voice message, Loom, screenshots. You're going to sound out about people who are just doing text message follow-ups. Okay, and then just ask him, hey, what do you think of the thing? Simple as that. Xander says, I'm considering joining up in your school course in February. Anything I should know? How active is the community, and how involved are you personally looking for leverage and accountability? Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, if you want to join the school, you absolutely can. I'll just show you a little bit of what it looks like and all that stuff here. I'll just share my screen. Let's get into that. So you're wanting to know how active is the community, how involved am I personally, and you want leverage and accountability. Here's the community, right? Here is what it looks like, right? This is how active it is. I'll just show you what the academy looks like. So this is my paid copywriting program. We got about 100 people in here, and there is my entire course, my 6-figure copywriter course, 90-day roadmap to learn copywriting, 60 plus videos, everything you need to do to learn copywriting. We got everything you need for landing clients all in here. Phase 2, how to find rich clients, how to snipe them, social media, follow-up, handle objections, sales call, discovery, pitch your services, all that stuff, how to serve your current clients, how to scale to 6 figures per year, cheat sheets, copy swipe files, custom GPTs, AI stuff, like everything you need to learn the skill from scratch and land clients and scale. And then we got coaching calls. How active is the community? I think was your first question. I'll show you. Look at this. I literally just saw this right now for the first time. Austin just landed a med spa client. So he's going to do a $500. I'm literally reading this for the first time with you right now. Website rewrite for $500. Email copywriting for 11% commission. There you go. He's getting interesting number, 11%. Usually it's like 10, 15, or 20, but 11% rev share and a $500 website. There you go. This is from 20 minutes ago, 1 hour ago. Shan, who's actually in the live right now. There you go. I think he's talking about the email I just sent out. 14 hours ago, Felicia. So people are posting every single day, right? People are asking questions too. How to make a portfolio using our swipe files, right? People are sharing wins. People are sharing, oh, this guy just wrote a book, a copywriting book, right? Chris Gillis, who's in the academy, he just released this one. So you can get this on Amazon actually for like $10 or something. Jeffrey, hey, how do I improve my message outreach? People coming in, answering questions. So I'm going to come in and answer questions every single day. You're going to see everybody posting stuff. Is cold outreach dead? Trying to figure this out. People coming in, helping, giving advice. So every single day, lots of things being posted in here. Every single week, we have group coaching calls. We just did one yesterday. I got to put the recording up still, but let's see. Oh yeah, we can go into this tab here. January 21st, morning coaching call recording. Here's the key takeaways. Right? Pricing strategy, niche validation, founder storytelling, hype versus persuasion in the copy. We got people here. So if you miss a call, so you can show up live and ask questions much more in depth than the live stream right now. Come on and just start talking, get more in-depth answers. If you miss a call, it'll be recorded so you can go through it after. But we do that every single week. Group coaching calls with me directly. Every single week, copy feedback from me directly. There's no other, I'm not like outsourcing coaching to some other random people. You get writing feedback from me directly. You get coaching calls with me directly. Every week, I do a copy feedback day post. I say, hey, post your copy. People post a Google Doc, and I send a video back, breaking it down, telling you how to improve it, how to make it better, all the tips and why, right? Here's my Google Doc. Here's my copy review. Selena, here's I think she DM'd me. Here's my copy. Here's your feedback. Copy, feedback. Everybody in the community gets it. Nobody gets left out. And yeah, and there's accountability, right? People are posting, hey, today I worked on this, so people are staying accountable with each other, right? So we're in here encouraging one another. We got the full system, my full copywriting roadmap. You get coaching calls, writing feedback, and we got client getting challenges with like the cash prize and stuff. And you can see the wins here. I'll just show you. I literally just saw this from Austin, med spa referral. Now he landed the client, $500, 11% rev share for email, which is sweet. Sam, he's in the middle of landing 3 real estate clients right now, most likely for a few $1,000s a month each. Matthew just landed 2 clients in one day. This is 10 days ago. Austin last week got a $1,500 cash project. The guy paid him $1,500 cash on the spot for a fitness trainer for his website. Kevin just landed a $200 project that's most likely to turn into a 4K retainer. This guy has a $100 test project. It actually did turn into a 2K retainer. He hasn't posted that yet. This guy landed his first client 1 month. Alana just landed a $1,000 a month retainer first month as a copywriter. Again, you can see the dates. These are all real people. You can all DM them if you want. So really fun, really exciting. I'm going to get back to the questions here for maybe 5 to 10 more minutes. But yeah, that's the 6-Figure Copy Academy. It's awesome. It's the coolest thing I've ever created. And it's the very thing that I wish I had when I was first starting out. So shameless plug. I don't care. It's going to help you if you want to pay it. $119 per month. My one-on-one coaching is $1,900 per month. The Academy is a fraction of the price. It's just $119 per month. No contracts. You can cancel anytime. So you can join today, and my guarantee is that you will get your first paid client in 90 days, or you get your money back. Simple as that. So there's literally no risk. 100% money back guarantee that you will get a client within 90 days. And you can see the proof that people are landing clients left, right, and center. Literally just today, I saw at the same time as you. He just landed another client, Austin. So yeah, that's $3.96 a day. So if you can afford $3.96 per day to invest in your copywriting education, you can crush it and you're getting a client in 90 days. Okay, back to the questions. I just want 2 monthly retainer clients, but having no roadmap. Please give me a roadmap so I achieve it. Yeah, so I'm just gonna say this right now. I can see your writing. You need to improve your English skills. So if you're trying to land retainer clients and you're gonna go after English speaking clients, US, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, you need to improve your English. You cannot land retainers for $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 plus per month if your English skills are not there. Like, not only do you need to learn copywriting, you need to learn English. You need to improve and get fluent. And I don't say this to be mean, but if I see you writing, if I see your English skills are not there, I'm going to tell you the truth. You're going to be wasting your time unless you get that up to speed. So go get an English coach, go improve your English as best as you can. Otherwise, there's no roadmap that's going to help you. That is the roadmap you need along with copywriting. Once your English skills are up to speed, right? If you want to get retainer clients, go level up as a copywriter, invest in your education, get books, courses, coaching, go practice copy every day, go learn every day, and go niche down and specialize and rewrite and give free audits and samples to people, right? To get going. Let's see here. Gurpreet says, can you give me some email marketing list management courses, not email copywriting? Email marketing. Yeah, so I don't have a primary recommendation for what I could recommend for email marketing in particular. Like my course will teach you the basics of email, everything you need to go get clients. A lot of what you'll learn, like what you'll find from a lot of these courses is they'll tell you, well, you'll learn email marketing, all these things. But most of what you will actually learn with email marketing is stuff you will learn on the job with your first email copywriting client. There's tons of stuff people can tell you about how to do email marketing best, and here's how the software works and blah, blah. None of this matters until you have a client. This is my advice. Go learn email copywriting. Go get good as a copywriter. Go get your foot in the door and land a client with your copy skills because you can. And when the best thing you can do to learn email marketing is once you land a client by getting your foot in the door with your copy skills, you start learning the email marketing in their business. Like, you can go take as many courses as you want about how to set up automations and flows as an e-com email marketer, or how to do list segmentation and A/B testing, and how to create reports and stuff like that, and how to work within each software. But literally, you can't learn this stuff properly until you have a client to practice this stuff in. It just doesn't make sense. So don't worry too much about email marketing and list management. The best way you're going to learn that is get your foot in the door with copywriting. Go get a client as an email copywriter. Go start learning the email marketing for them on the spot. Go do the stuff for them and ask other people who are doing this to coach you in real time through each project. Hey, it's the first time I got to go create an automation. Can you does this look right? Can you help me set this up? Versus trying to get a course on this ahead of time before you've done it. It's just, you're not going to maintain this information that well. So yeah, that's my advice. Go get a client first with copy, learn email marketing on the job with your client, and go get a copywriter who's doing it to coach you while you're doing that. That's the best thing you can do. Is there any website that you can use for getting winning ads on any niche? Yeah, there's plenty. Dude, just start with the Meta ad library. Just go to Meta ad library. And in fact, you know what? Let me just look this up right now. I'm going to go show you. Hopefully they let me put this on the screen, because sometimes they hide, Facebook doesn't like people. Oh no, that's not the right one. Okay, hold on. I'm going to show you Meta ad library for a second, because this is it's crazy what you can do with this. Hopefully you guys can see this. Where is it? Okay, ad library. Look at this. You want to look at winning ads? Just go look at winning ads then. United States. Okay, this is Meta ad library. You can look up every single Facebook and Instagram ad in existence. Okay, so let's go look at, okay, let's go weight loss supplement. I'm literally just typing in a random, I don't even know. Romance novels, that didn't work. Weight loss supplement, why is that working? I know something in little. Okay, so here's, looks like this one might be a good ad for something like this, like promoting insomnia stole your appetite. Read this. So this could be like a supplement ad, which is more like a problem or unaware ad, right? Let's see what else here we got. Appetite notes, stuff like that. Let's go to dog food. Let's go healthy dog food. I'm literally just typing in just whatever random thoughts in my head, right? Radiant root. Okay. Look at this. Is your dog bored, anxious, or eating too fast? Mealtime shouldn't be stressful for your pup. That's why so many dog owners are switching to an interactive slow feeder dog toy. It turns every meal into fun, paw-friendly puzzle that keeps your dog focused, happily occupied. That's okay copy. It could be way better. You could actually have a proper call to action there. But there's an example of okay, let's check out that ad and let's see if they got any more. One way to find winning ads with Meta ad library is you can see every single, oh, what the heck happened there? Workers, WS, pet supplies, is go see if there's ads that have been around for a long time. So this is the same brand I just looked at, and these are all their ads. So they got 5 ads running. If they have ads that started running a few months ago, it's usually a good sign that's a winning ad. This is a couple days ago. Okay, so these are all pretty new ads. So they must be just have started running those ads. But a way to find a winning ad is go see if this said okay, January 28, 28, 28, 28, but then it's November 2025 or July 2025. If you find one of these ads is actually from a few weeks or months ago, really good odds, that's the winner. That one's crushing it, and you should try to replicate. So that's one way to find winning ads, is just start with the Meta ad library, type in your niche, their search system isn't that great. Like you saw weird romance novels coming up when I typed in like fitness or men's weight loss or something. So it's not perfect, but it's a really good way to find out when you are in there looking through different niches. If there's an ad that the date from when they started running was months ago and every other ad is newer, that's the winner because they're going to keep pouring money into the winning ad. Okay. So look for those ones and identify those. And you can make a swipe file of those. Just save those ones, screenshot, whatever you want to do. And yeah, that's a way to find winning ads, right? Also, just like that's one way to start, but then like just scroll Instagram and TikTok and like and Facebook, like just look at the ads that pop up. What captures your attention? Save them, screen record them, whatever you got to do with their video to save them, right? Okay. Most SaaS businesses are startups, so they don't have much money or budget for marketing. How to find ones that are kind of big? I wouldn't worry. SaaS, I usually don't recommend picking SaaS unless you're like super knowledgeable about it already and super into it. Ideally, like, because a lot of SaaS startups just don't have money. Their main goal is to get funding. So like paying you is a tough problem. But then the next thing is a lot of them, when they get funding, they grow really fast. And usually they restructure everything. They stop working with freelancers, bring people in-house, marketing agencies. There's a lot of volatility with SaaS. If you're going to go after SaaS, try to make sure they already have funding. Try to see if they, this person found seed funding. So one of my clients is SaaS. It's Beehive email software. However, I didn't start with Beehive at the very beginning. I started when they already had funding in. So they already had like at least a dozen employees and like at least 5 to 10 contractors like me. Now they're way bigger. I don't know the exact valuation, but they're at least like a $200 million valuation and going to keep growing. They're going to be $1 billion company in the next few years, guaranteed. But I started with them after they were already making money. So like they had the budget, right? And it's not always easy. I would just be very cautious with going after SaaS unless you already know a lot about it, or you can verify, like just go look, do they have funding in? Do they already get investors, millions of dollars or whatever? If that's the case, they got a budget, but still be cautious about that. How do you scale from 2K a month to 10K a month in 6 months? Main thing is like, one, if you're making 2K a month with 1 or 2 clients or whatever, like, and you want to get to 10K a month, there's usually a couple ways to do this. Step one is like, get results. Like when you get a 2K client, your number one mission should be turn this into a case study. What do I mean by that? I mean, when you do the copy work for that 2K client, track your results that you got for them. Hey, I wrote these emails. First month I joined, they were doing 10K a month from copywriting for emails. Month 2, after writing my emails, now they're doing 25K a month. Wow, that's a 2.5x increase. Boom, you get your first result. Write that down in Google Doc. Here's the company. Here was their challenge. They're trying to grow their emails revenue. They were stuck. They were struggling. They couldn't figure it out. I came on board. I wrote emails like this. Screenshot your emails. Then that led to a result of going from 10K a month before I joined to 25K a month. The next month, we 2.5x their revenue in 30 days. And here's the screenshots of results, the backend of Klaviyo for e-commerce or other email revenue tracking software. And then here's a video testimonial from that client saying, yep, this guy was awesome. He came in and we were trying to figure out email, couldn't figure it out. We went from under 10K a month with revenue from email to 25K in 30 days. You should definitely hire him. That's a case study. You can format that however you want. Google Doc, website, Notion, social media. Your goal, once you get any money from a client, build a case study. Because once you have one case study proving results that you got for somebody, just like that, just how I described that, when you go outreach again, your ability to go land a 2, 3, 4, 5K client skyrockets. Once you have that first form of proof of a case study of results, you could, that within 6 months, you get that within 30 days. You could go from 2K a month to 10K a month with one client when you have that kind of proof. Now, an 8K a month client, not easy to get. So it's what's more likely is probably 2 more clients and you're gonna be at 10K. But this could quickly be 30 days of, once you have your case study made, you have your 2 client that you're serving, and you go and get 1 or 2 more clients. That could be within 30 days, you get 2 more clients at like 4K per month each. Once you have that proof of results, it's so easy to get 2, 3, 4, 5K per month retainers, because business owners just want to see proof you can do this stuff. Okay. How much copy can I personally write in 4 hours, and how can I get faster at writing? Dude, chug coffee and put on some like EDM music. right? That's what I do sometimes when I need to pump out some copy and I'm writing like, let's just say like long form emails, like a bunch of them, or like a long form blog post or case study. Dude, I'll just slam the coffee, right? Look at this huge mug I have, Charlie Brown, massive. It's like the size of my head. Dude, just get the coffee going and start writing. But seriously, you want to get better, faster at writing. Power writing sessions. Every single day as a new copywriter, what I did was whenever I woke up before work, and I worked a 12-hour day job, so anybody can do this stuff. I woke up at like 5, 6 a.m. and I would set a timer on my phone for like 30 to 60 minutes, depending on how much time I had in the morning. I'd try to do 60 minutes. And I would just open up a Google Doc and just free write. I would just write like a diary or journal, and I wouldn't stop writing. The thing was, like, I wasn't pausing to think about what to write. I wasn't editing and doing backspace. My rules was 60-minute timer, Google Doc, no backspaces, no editing, no stopping. My fingers cannot stop typing. I will just write for the hour. And every day I was ripping out about 1,000 words a day before I even went to my day job. 1,000 words. You write 1,000 words a day in an hour for 30 days, you're going to be better than anybody you know at writing copy. Nobody's doing this. Nobody's writing this much. So that's what I would do. You'll get way faster at writing the more you write and when you try to write fast. Okay. So do power writing sessions every day. You're going to write way faster. Like, things that I take for granted maybe is like, I also know how to type properly. Like, I was a pretty fast typer growing up. Like in school, they have like typing games. If you suck at typing, if you type like this, like, it might be worth actually also learning how to type properly like this and like upping your words per minute speed. I love those games in school growing up. I don't know if you guys had those, but like keyboard games, like in like computer class where we'd like learn how to type properly, and I would just be like ripping out as fast as I could. That helps. Okay. I often forget about this because I take for granted, but learn how to type properly if you don't know how. Do power writing sessions and try to crush without stopping as many words as you can in an hour. You're probably going to get over 1,000 words per day. Then once you actually know how to write copy, you get the frameworks down, PAS, ADA, all the main copy frameworks. Like, that will also help you get faster at writing, is like knowing how to structure copy. So, but right now, your main goal shouldn't be to write super fast. It should just be to write well. And like, don't, like, unless you already have 2+ clients and you're making a few $1,000s a month, and you're like, man, I just need to learn how to write faster now. It's not the most important thing. The most important thing is that you actually just learn how to write copy that converts more than anything. But yeah, power writing sessions will help you write faster and go, learn how to write properly. Okay, a couple more questions, and I gotta head off and get some lunch with my fam. Okay, how did you learn to write copy? I know I should be writing daily, but write what? I know what to do, but very confused on how to practice on a daily basis. Step 1, to write good copy, you got to learn from the best. Go read the copywriting books. This is how you learn to write copy that works, is actually study these guys and how they say to write copy. Go get courses that show you structure. Go learn copy frameworks. So the core thing to start with is just writing. Get your general writing skills down. Do power writing sessions as your first habit of the day. Just write, free write. Don't worry about copywriting. After that, the second thing you want to do is hand copy sales letters and ads from OGs like Gary Halbert. That's how you will learn how to structure. When you write out the words of copy that have sold millions and millions of dollars, you are automatically going to learn frameworks. You're going to learn how to, the information will be synthesized in your brain. So when you go write copy the next day, you're going to know how to structure it automatically. Third thing is learn frameworks. Learn PAS, problem, agitate, solution. Learn ADA, attention, interest, desire, action. And focus on one bite-sized piece at a time when you write your copy. Do the headline, then write the P, problem, then write the A, agitate, then write the S, solution. After you've got those things down, you practice all those things for a couple weeks, then go start writing niche specialized copy. Go write emails for fitness coaches, or go write ads for finance. Pick one type of copy to go all in on and one niche, and start looking at people who are doing it online and rewriting their piece of copy in one specific area. Like, just do emails for fitness coaches every day. Do your power writing session, read some copy books, hand copy sales letters and ads, and then go write an email for a fitness coach. What should I write for the email? I don't even know. Go look at emails for fitness coaches who are crushing it and go rewrite their emails using the principles that you're learning in these books. This stuff is not hard to figure out. The best way to do this is just look what other people are doing that's working and replicate. Practice that. Practice specialized niche copy, and you're going to crush it. You're going to do so good, right? Next question. If Brandon, if my copy isn't producing results, how do I identify what I might be doing wrong? Or should I keep writing like crazy? Okay, good question. If you're already writing for a client, but you're not getting the results that you want, there's a lot of factors that go into the results you get for your copy. Sometimes it is your copy skills. You should always assume that it is your copy skills first and foremost, and try to identify what's wrong with your copy. How can you identify what's wrong? Well, do you have emails that you sent out already for a client that you can look at, and did those ones perform, but this one just didn't? If that's the case and your last 20 emails did good, but this email you just sent out didn't do good, probably your copy is the problem. And so go look at your headline first. That means for emails, look at your subject line and preview text first. Did you get as high of open rates as you usually do? Okay, you didn't. Probably your subject line sucked and you just need to face the facts and go write a new one. Okay. Did your click rate drop? Are you usually getting 5-10% clicks, but now you're getting 1% in this email? Well, maybe your call to action wasn't clear. Maybe your copy had a problem, or your call to action wasn't visible enough. So you probably need to do a better job, right? Well, what if nothing changed? What if your open rate was great, and your click rate was still good? Well, where are you sending people? Are they going to a sales page? Are they going to a product page? Are they going to a booking link to go hop on a call with a fitness coach that you're working for? It might not be your copy that's the problem then. They might just not be closing people on sales, or their description on their e-com page sucked, or the sales page that you didn't write sucked. Well, what if you look at your stats, you're like, man, our sales dropped, but your open rates are good, your click rates are good, and the sales call conversion rate is fine, and the e-com conversion rate is fine. Well, how many total emails got sent? Maybe you just didn't have as much traffic. Maybe your email list has been shrinking, and it's another problem entirely. So there's lots of issues that you can look at as to why the copy is not converting. Is it a different offer entirely? Is it something that someone's never bought? Was it not being promoted on? Was your business owner, who your client is, were they like not posting on social media, stopped running ads and doing all these things? If other people's other marketing, they're not doing the stuff they usually do and they stop, your emails will have less of an impact. And this goes for any type of copy you're writing, whether you're doing emails or ads or whatever. It all works together. And yes, you can make a big impact with one type of copy, but this thing's a whole machine and you're one part of it. So there's lots of stuff that could go wrong. Always assume first that it's your copy and try to figure out if there's some major difference between your copy and copy you've done before that's produced results. And go start with like the basics. This is why you should always run through with a copy checklist. Like, go check your headline. Is it actually a good headline? Go check your intro. Are you following frameworks? Did you incorporate enough social proof, a promise? Is it clear copy? Is it confusing? Is there enough benefits? Is there social proof? Is there a clear call to action, or is there not? Right? Go look at this stuff here. Sandra says, I'm at like 1K a month on Upwork at 19. Awesome. Dude, I wish I was making $1,000 a month at 19 on Upwork. I didn't start copy till I was 25. That's awesome. So you're struggling every day though. You have doubts that I can't deliver results and have fears around that. You know what? You having fears about getting results for people is a really good thing. If anything, it shows that you care. Lean into that. That's okay. I had the same fears when I was new. I still will somebody be like, is this going to work? It's like, you just got to put it out there. Lean into the fact that you have fears about getting results and go fuel that into learning more. Go back in the books more, go study more, go make sure you do a good job. Do better, try harder. Like, make sure you're checking over your copy. Make sure you're editing it properly. Do that kind of stuff. Go study other people and what they're doing in their copy and make sure your copy is doing stuff similar. And at the end of the day, if it's not about you caring for the client and you're just getting self-conscious, then stop thinking about yourself. Stop being selfish and go think about your client instead, and go focus on getting them results. I remember my first year when I landed my big fish in my first big client. I was making like $1,000 a month for my first 6 months. Next month I made 5K. Next month I landed a client for $7,000 for 12 emails. When I landed them, I was like freaking out, like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I signed this guy. Like, what the heck? $7,000 for 12 emails? What? But then the problem was, my next thing I faced, here's sweet special food delivery. Oh, sushi bowls. I thought it was like the girls. Lunchtime. Sweet. Yeah, I got to head out. I could probably answer like 2-3 more questions. I I was scared to deliver results for that guy. Once I landed him, I was like, oh my goodness, yeah. And then my next thing was like, holy crap, I gotta perform for this guy. You know what I did? I just put I put more effort in than I usually did. I spent time researching this guy's brand like crazy, looking at every single customer review, testimonials, every competitor. I looked at all of his copy, all of what he currently had. I looked at other people's emails that I was replicating theirs off of. I interviewed the guy. I got his whole founder story. I let that fuel me to deliver good results. And then I did. I got good results for them. That email series went on to do over $300,000 in revenue. He got a 50-to-1 ROI on that series that I wrote for him. And I thought I was overcharging him at the time. Turns out I was undercharging, right? So let those fears fuel you to do good work. Don't let it hold you back from doing the work or from landing clients. Let that fuel you to do a good job. And also understand, like, you're going to screw up and make mistakes. I look back at that email series I wrote for that guy for 7,000. I look at it today and I cringe. From 6 years ago, I'm like, holy, or 7 years ago almost. Oh my goodness, this was terrible. This should have been way better. This could have got way better. It's a process you're learning, right? Just do good work. Make sure you're doing the right stuff. If you're having this many fears and doubts, go get a copywriting coach. Someone who can tell you how to make your copy good if you want to make sure it's good when you deliver it. And someone who can tell you where you're screwing up if you don't know if you're screwing up the copy, right? If you have those kinds of fears. I noticed you ask the same question again, and you have a fear of going back to zero. Is this a normal? Yeah, it's a big fear of going back to zero. One good way to not go back to zero: when you get a client, get them on retainer, not a one-time project. And when you get a client on retainer, deliver for them. Make sure you do a good job. That's how I've done my work over the years. I'm not an A-list copywriter. I'm not the best of the best. I'm not the top 1%. I just got good enough to write copy. And then when I get a client, I make sure it's a retainer client. And when I get them, I crush it for them. And I make sure I do good work. And that doesn't mean I have everything figured out ahead of time. Most of the time in my first 2 years, when I took on a project or a new client, I would literally be like, I don't know how to do half the stuff that they're asking me to do. Guess what? You figure it out. My goodness, it's never been so easy to figure stuff out now with ChatGPT. AI, dude, I had to just do Google and YouTube and random tutorials, and like, oh, coaching wasn't a thing when I started. There's no communities. All I had was the books, some courses, and Google when I first started, and like just piecing things together and trial and error. Never been easier now. Coaching, communities, AI to help you. Like, you're going to go crush it for them, right? Your fear of going back to zero, get retainers, do good work, right? My key is I got good enough, then I go find rich clients, and then you know what I do? I make sure they never want to get rid of me because I do good work, right? And I still screw up. I make dumb mistakes with clients, but I pick myself off the ground and keep going forward, right? What's up, Ray, from another Academy student? Do I ever do performance deals instead of retainer? And how should you decide whether to charge a flat fee or a percentage of sales or both? Good question, Ray. I personally have leaned on retainers, okay, instead of performance deals. For me, that's just the way I did it. And that's the way I've been comfortable and the way I've gotten to 6 figures per year and did it very fast. Can you do performance deals? Like, I'll get 10% revenue share based on the sales I generate? Absolutely. It's a good way you can actually get a deal in with a client who's nervous about paying you like $3,000 up front, right? Saying, hey, how about you just pay me 10% of sales I generate? It's a good fallback on if you want to really land a client. And getting performance deals makes a lot of sense if you're doing like a sales page for a very high ticket client where you're getting a revenue share off of your work. If you're doing a one-time deal, but you want to keep getting paid. But personally for me, retainers have worked well. And so I rarely have ever had the thought of like, oh, maybe I should charge performance for this, because I've always just gone for the money and it's worked out, and it's always worked out where me and the client are both happy. So it depends. If you really want to, like, you can do either. I just lean on the side of teaching what I already know to do and what I've done personally. So I've had many students who have done both revenue share deals or retainers. So it kind of depends, right? So my advice is go for the money if you can. Go for the retainer if you can and pitch that. And if they're shaky on it or whatever, like, oh, I don't know about paying you $3,000 a month up front, like, I haven't seen you get results from me yet, then go negotiate. Okay, well, how about we do $2,000 or $2,500 and go for that? And if you still need to negotiate down, okay, how about we just do 20% revenue share? Okay, that's too much. Okay, 10%. I usually would use it as a fallback, and that's what I teach. But yeah, it's totally up to you. You can, and the thing is, like, you're never set in stone. If you agree to a retainer, you can always switch to a revenue share deal later with a client. Vice versa, if you go to revenue share, you want to switch to a retainer. There's nothing set in stone. Even with contracts, you can change those things up. Constantine asks, what do you think is the best platform for manual cold outreach? Cold, I don't even teach cold outreach. I teach warm outreach. Best platform if you're ever unsure for online, Instagram. Instagram DM warm outreach. Don't just pitch people up front, and you have to warm them up first. Follow, like, comment, DM to start a conversation. Once they DM you back, you're out of message request. And in that case, what you want to do at that point is give them a free audit and sample up front, copy audit, copy sample. And then if they are interested, then you pitch. Instagram, start with Instagram. Okay. I'm going to do one more question because I do got to sign off. My wife brought me a huge sushi bowl of food. So we're going to do that. Let's just see here. Okay, so 2 questions were, how much do I charge for services? So I'll answer that question, right? So how much do you charge for your services? What do you offer in return? And how do you charge a retainer? And how do you convince them it's a good thing to do? Okay, so we'll talk about that. How much do I charge for my services? And how do I convince people to pay me for that? And what do I give them? Step 1 is it's best to pick one type of copy and just go all in on that to start. That doesn't mean you can't do a bunch of different types of copy, but just pick one thing and get really good at it. You can get to 10K a month just doing emails or ads or sales pages or social media or blog posts even. But just pick one thing and go all in on that and pitch people on that thing. So for example, let's just say an email is my favorite. So I'm going to say, let's just say I'm an email copywriter and I'm starting from scratch. If I'm just starting today, my number one mission isn't to go for the money. It's to go for the case study. Go get results first. So I'm going to go charge people probably, and this is just a rough example, I'm probably going to charge people like $50 to $100 per email to start. That means if I'm writing 3 emails a week, 12 emails a month, like I'm going to be making like $600 to $1,200 per month or whatever, something like that. As a beginner, brand new, never done this before, I'm going to go for that probably amount of money. However, there's so many factors. If I find out this business is doing like 100K a month in revenue and I'm coming on board as the copywriter, even if I'm brand new, the lowest package I'm probably going to charge them is like $3,000 a month for anything, no matter what it is. If I know the revenue is that much, I'm going to charge more right out of the gate. I might do like $3,000 to $5,000 email packages. But if I find out this business is doing like 20K a month in revenue total, like already, and they want to hire me for emails, like that's gonna be tough to even convince them to pay me like $2,000-3,000 a month, just because they aren't making that much revenue. So they have less of a pie to give me as a copywriter. So I might charge, if someone's making 20K a month in revenue and they want to take me on his email, I might charge packages between like $500 to $2,000 per month. So a lot of this comes down to what the business is already making, because that will determine what their budget is, right? So much of what you make as a copywriter really does come down to getting in front of the right people. It really does, even more than your skill. Like you need the skill, obviously, but like you need to do that stuff. Now, what would I give in return? So here's a basic, what I would maybe do for somebody if I was starting is like, if I'm starting from scratch, maybe I'll do 4 emails a month for like $500 a month or whatever as a brand new copywriter. Just to, like literally client number 1 or 2. If I've got my first case study though of results and I've already got results for somebody, I'm going to charge at least $1,000 per month for anything I offer. I just had a brand new student in my 6-figure copy academy. In her first month, she got $1,000 a month retainer for 4 emails. So she's getting paid $250 per month. That first big email client I landed my first year, I got paid $7,000 for 12 emails, which is like $600 an email or whatever. So a lot of this depends on the business that you're pitching, and it depends on what you're giving them. I'll tell you what's a rough range for what's common is like, you should be able to get a client for like $2,000 to $4,000 per month if you're writing like 2 to 3 emails per week for them. Like once you have your first case study, let's just say you're 6 months in, you already got 2 or 3 clients, you already got proof of results that you got in people revenue. You should be able to get $2,000 to $4,000 retainers, pretty straightforward, 2 to 3 emails a week. So what does that actually look like? Okay, let's just say you have 4 clients at $2,500 per month. Very normal. 10K per month, 4 clients, $2,500 each. It would be very normal for you to be writing like 3 emails a week for those clients. What does that mean? That means you're doing 12 emails a week, or 12 emails per week. Yeah, maybe 48 emails per month. That's like 1 to 2 emails per day that you're writing for 10K per month. 1 to 2 emails per day, 10K per month. I hope you guys are following me with the math here. That's very normal. So this is where you can go. And this isn't going to happen overnight. You're not going to get this in the next 30 days, but this is where you can go with copywriting, and like what would be a normal amount of work you're doing for what you're offering. Now, are you just writing emails in 1-2 hours a day and your day's done? It's like you can get there. It's going to be work to get there, but you're not just writing the emails. You're doing the research. You're plugging those emails in. You're probably doing some A/B testing. You're probably doing some segmentation. You might be responding to the client part of your day. You might be doing a little bit of outreach too. So like, you're not just going to be doing 1-2 hours of, I don't care how many videos online of gurus telling you that you can be a 20K, 30, 50K a month copywriter and work for 4 hours a week. That's just not true. That's just a lie. No matter how much you scale this, it doesn't work like that. But you realistically can get to a point where you're writing maybe like 1, 2, 3 emails per day and making 5, 10, 15K per month for 2, 3, 4, 5 brands. Like that's very normal. Once you have the results and your business is built up. So anyways, I got to sign off. I got to go eat some lunch. Here's one final pitch. If you are wanting to get, a client in 90 days, guaranteed, and you want a proven system, a proven roadmap to get there, and you want to be able to just follow a course, videos, you get coaching, get writing, and you want the full support of somebody who's done this before, hint, hint, me, for years on end, and you'd rather just have someone just tell you what to do every day and you don't want to guess, then click the link in the description, or if you're watching from wherever you're watching from, click the link in my bio and join the 6-Figure Copy Academy today. This is the proven path to make 10K a month with copywriting. And if you join today, you are guaranteed to get your first client in 90 days, or you get all of your money back. What is the 6-Figure Copy Academy exactly? It's my entire structured course to learn copywriting, learn how to land clients, learn how to serve those clients, and learn how to scale to 10K per month. There's 100 people in here, and you get everything. You get my entire course, everything you need to learn copy, 60 videos, exercises, assignments, checklists, templates for everything. You learn how to land clients, how to find rich clients, exactly how to outreach, exactly what to say in the DMs, exactly who to target, exactly what to say on a sales call and how to get people on a call, exactly how to present, how to handle objections, how to follow up with them, and how to pitch your services, and exactly how to price them. Everything you need to do to scale to 6 figures per year. You get AI tools, custom GPTs to help you write copy and review your copy cheat sheet packs. You get bonus email courses and all these things. You get coaching calls every single week. You're going to come on, we're going to hop on a call, optional call, but you can hop on and you're going to ask me questions live. Everything you need to know, any roadblocks you're facing, you get to go walk through with you. If you miss a call, you can go through the call recording later. You also get weekly copywriting feedback. So every single week, you, instead of struggling with your copy and wondering, is my copy good or am I making progress? Every single week you can come on and I'll say, hey, everybody post your copy. You're going to post it, link to it, and I'm going to give you a review. I'm going to tell you how to fix it, how to improve it, how to make it better, a video back every single week. Every single person in here, you always get your copy reviewed every week. This is normally $1,900 to get one-on-one coached by me, to get copy reviews, coaching calls, my system, usually $1,900. You get all of this for $119 per month. This is just $3.96 per day, which is peanuts in the long run. If you get a client for $1,000 a month in your first month, you're going to get a 10x return on this right out of the gate. And look, there's people who have done it. This is 21 days ago. Alana landed a $1,000 a month retainer her first month in, writing 4 emails per month, 1 email per week as a beginner copywriter. She 10x'd her ROI, 10x what she put into this academy in the very first month. Now, these results, that's pretty fast results to get a $1,000 a month retainer. I'll just say that. But this is what's possible, right? You see people all in here in the academy. This guy literally just landed a client an hour ago. Austin, this guy's awesome, but he just landed a $500 website copy project and 11% retainer for emails. There you go. Just happened an hour ago. We got people, this guy's about to land 3 real estate clients, at least 1 or 2 of them for sure. Awesome, $1,500 cash collected. Matthew Binsky, 2 clients in 1 day. Lena, $1,000 a month retainer. Kevin, $200 test project. That one is a 2K retainer now. He has another test project that also turned into 2K retainer for ads, ad copywriting. Austin, landed another final client there. Kazim goes by Zirs, landed a client in his first month in the academy. David, $1,000 upsell for a current client. This is December games winners. Oh yeah, by the way, you win cash prizes and free coach calls in here too. So every month, top 3 people who land the most clients, point system, they get cash money straight up. I pay you $500 in cash prizes for people who win top 3. So you land clients, I'm going to pay you too. So these are the winners from December. You can look all these people up and DM them if you want to ask some questions. There they are. $3,000 gym client. What else we got here? Steve Dorsey, $3,500 email copywriting client. That was the end of December, right around Christmas time. Got a whole bunch of people landing clients in here. You got daily accountability. We got people coming in. You can ask any questions every single day. You're going to get them answered. These are people posting nonstop. Hey, question about my outreach. What should I do? Da, 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 da. Like, I'm going to come in, answer every single question. We got other people, though, who will help you as well and answer your questions and keep you accountable, keep you on your grind, give you support. Any questions you have, you're going to get answers. Every single thing you need to do to follow a 90-day roadmap, literally checklist for 90 days straight. Day 1, watch these videos, do these assignments. Day 3, watch this video, do these assignments. Day 5, day 6, watch this. You're going to learn PAS. Then you're going to watch me write. Then you're going to learn sales pages. Then you're going to learn emails. Then you're going to learn your niche and copy specialty. Then you're going to go and land your first client. And here's exactly how to do that. Exact templates, scripts, checklists. Literally couldn't be easier to get to 10K a month as a copywriter than by joining the academy. This is everything that I wish I had when I was a brand new copywriter and more. And so there you go. Click the link in the description if you're on YouTube, or click the link in my bio anywhere else. Join it. You can see people who are live right now inside the academy, right? You can see these people right now in real time. Click the link, join. It's $3.96 per day. And again, you are guaranteed to get a paid client in 90 days, or you get all your money back. So click the link below, join in there. I'm going to go sign off now, and because I'm hungry. I got food here. My wife just brought it down. I'm going to go join them, eat some food. And any other questions? I know I didn't get to every single question, but any other questions, you feel free to DM me, and I'll be happy to answer this for you. And besides that, have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Peace out.